Hey guys, it's Amanda and Dani with you, and we're going to talk about multiplication of fractions. This work will come up in your BrainQuest book and also in your Spectrum pages. So what we're going to work on is the mechanics of how to do these operations. When you guys come back to school, we're going to look again at this concept with the material, but for practical purposes, I want to teach you how to do these operations without the material so you can do them at your house. Alright, so multiplying fractions is actually super easy. In our first example, we have a fraction multiplied by a fraction. And the reason that is pretty easy is because we don't need to find common denominators in equivalent fractions like we do in additions and subtractions. All we have to do is multiply the numerators together and multiply the denominators together. So here we have 5/8 times 2/3. We're going to multiply the numerators, 5 times 2, which is 10, times 3, which is 24. So 5/8 times 2/3 equals 10/24. But let's look at our product. 10/24 is not a simplified fraction, so we need to simplify this fraction. What's a common factor of 10 and 24? 2. So we're going to divide both our numerator and our denominator by 2 to simplify the fraction. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 24 divided by 2 is 12. Okay, and 5/12 is our finished product. Can we divide our numerator and denominator again to simplify? No, we can't. So it's a simplified product. 5/8 times 2/3 is equal to 5/12. Let's look at our next example. Here we have a fraction multiplied by a whole number. Whenever we have a whole number, we can imagine the whole number with a denominator of 1. That will make the multiplication easier because we'll be able to see 2 numerators and 2 denominators. Okay? So it's exactly the same steps. We have 3/4 times 12 firsts. 3 times 12 is 36. And 4 times 1 is 4. So let's look at our finished fraction. It's 36/4. What do we notice? This is an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so we need to make it into a mixed fraction. 36 divided by 4 is equal to 9 with no remainders. So 36/4 is equal to 9 wholes. 3/4 times 12 is equal to 9. Okay, we're going to do one more example of multiplying 2 mixed fractions together. So here we're going to have 2.5, and we're going to multiply that to 3 2/3. When we multiply mixed fractions together, the first thing we have to do is convert our mixed fractions into improper fractions. So remember how we do that? We're going to multiply the denominator by the whole number and then add the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So here I have 5/2, and I'm going to multiply that to 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11, so I'm going to multiply that with 11/3. Sorry. Okay, and then it's just the same steps. I'm going to rewrite the multiplication here so we can see it across. 5/2 times 11/3. We have 5 times 11, which is 55. And 2 times 3, which is 6. Okay, we have an improper fraction as our result, so we need to put it as a mixed fraction. How many times does 6 go into 55? It goes in 9 times. 9 times 6 is 54. It gives us 1 left over. So now we have 55/6, which is equal to 9 wholes, and 1/6. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. Good luck.